All right, stoked to introduce our new song, Evening in Karachi. So I think this was like the fifth or sixth song that I've ever written. Prior to that, most of my songs were pretty simple. I was still learning how to put together, these compositions. And then Evening in Karachi was my first foray into writing quote unquote complex music. So it's the first song where I experimented with multiple time signatures and key changes, and then polyrhythms as well. And the structure of the song ends up being almost like Lego pieces in terms of how it was constructed. So pretty unique. The first half is jazzy. It's got like ambience, a little trippy, and then the second half is just heavy, hard hitting rock and roll. And then conceptually, I like how the music of the song actually matches with the idea behind the song. So the lyrics are about a merchant in Karachi, which is a port city in Pakistan, who ends up sailing out into the Indian Ocean, and sails into a storm. And the first part is musically, it's got this sort of gentle, offbeat sort of rocking to it that makes it feel like you're on a boat making its way out of a port. Whereas the second part simulates that same idea, except a heavy sort of to and fro. It's very offbeat, very chaotic, and it simulates the effect of almost being in a storm, with waves just crashing down on the deck. So I liked the way that really came out. A lot of that was due to some of the rhythm choices that our drummer Gabe made, which super stoked about that. And then interlaced throughout all of that is this sort of ambient sound effects of like waves and stuff like that. So very water thematic. So yeah, really like this song as an example of how experimentation can be held together by like a really tight concept.